Hello everyone, this is a demonstration on how to use Scholastic digital news articles. The news article in front of you is currently a third grade issue. The title cover story is After the Storm, as you can see up here on the screen. I'm going to take you through this toolbar right here and show you all of the neat features that you can use throughout this interactive digital magazine activity. So if you look over here, you have some zoom in and zoom out buttons. The plus means zoom in, so you can zoom into the article if you want to read something or see a picture a little bit more closely. Zoom out if you want to get back to where you started. And then you have another feature here that will fit the whole article to the entire screen. So that way you can focus entirely on the article. Then over here we have another feature that shows all the pages so you can see what you're going to be reading here. Also a home page that'll take you right back to the Scholastic homepage. And then you have a mask tool. So for those of you that have a hard time focusing on everything and you need to just focus on one thing because you're easily distracted, this tool will be great. If I wanted to just highlight this part, look, I see the ship and the title here. So the masking tool will cover everything else so that way you are able to directly see part of the magazine. And then also we have a text to talk, and what that is it is a feature where the computer will read aloud all of the text and all of the words directly on the article. So let's go ahead and show you this.
After the storm. A powerful storm tore through the Philippines in the fall. The island nation is working to recover.
So as you can see, that is the text to talk. It will read aloud the entire article on the page. If you also notice down here at the bottom where my cursor was, when I pressed text to talk, there was a pause and play button, so you could pause it and replay it. And there was also a pick the pace piece of that where you can determine what pace you want the reader to read it. Do you want them to go a little bit faster or a little bit slower? It is totally up to you. And another neat feature is as it's reading aloud, you can follow along because it was highlighting the text, which is another very neat feature. If you look over here, you also have a text highlighter, which will allow me to highlight things as I read. Anything important that you feel needs to be highlighted, maybe something you want to remember, maybe you're doing an activity with your teacher and with the class and finding the main idea and important details. And then you also have a drawing tool if I want to draw anything, or let's say star something important, maybe I want to write something, I can use this drawing tool as well. If we shift a little bit over here to this other part of the toolbar, we also have listen to the text, which is very similar to the text to talk. It will read everything aloud on the page. There's also another feature, the Espanol feature, which will be for anybody that speaks Spanish in the classroom can access this article listening to it in Spanish. And then also another highlighted icon down here is the video icon, which will show you a video before you get started reading the digital article. I recommend to you and your teacher that you watch the video before you actually read the article, just because the video is going to activate all that background knowledge and things you might already know about the topic. And if you don't know about the topic, this video is going to help you understand what you're going to be reading. So basically it is front loading the information. This video is pretty engaging and motivating too. And then you've got words to know. You have a couple different words throughout the article that are in here that might be unfamiliar, you might not recognize them, or they might be some higher level words that are tough to read. So these words will help you understand and comprehend the article. Within these words, and I will show you, you have the word, the definition, and then a sentence with the word directly into the sentence. So that's very cool. And you also have an audio here which will read it aloud to you. And as you can see, there are more words in here. And then over here you have the best part, the game. The game you will play at the end. It is like a Jeopardy game for those of you that know Jeopardy. Just many questions on all of the articles within the magazine. And you can play this with friends in the classroom or with the teacher. So that is very exciting as well. If I go ahead and open my article, as you can see directly into the main article after the storm, you notice that the icon lights up that says level. And that level right here will kind of tell us how we want to read it. So basically you have a lower level and an on level. So the lower level might be for some of you that want less text. Maybe it's a little bit easier to read with less text, and your teacher will be the better judge of who reads the lower and who reads the on level. But the lower level, if you've noticed, the text does change and some of the vocabulary words do change. So as you can see, that is another cool feature. If I turn the page to, I can also change the level on this news review as well and change the text a little bit there. So that is a demonstration on how to use the Scholastic News article. I know you guys are just waiting to get started using this interactive tool to help build your reading skills, and I hope you get a chance to use these soon.